All right, so on this one, we have Mexico internet users. So it says the number of internet users in Mexico between 2004 and 2008 can be modeled as U of t equals 8.02 times 1.17 to the t million users, where t is the number of years since 2004. Then it says on average, what was the rate of change in the number of internet users between 2004 and 2008? B, what was the percentage change in the number of internet users in Mexico between 2004 and 2008? And the population of Mexico in 2008 was 109,955,400. What was the percentage of Mexican population that used the internet in 2008? All right, so what we need to do is we need to kind of plug that into our calculator and then start solving for the different values. So we're going to have to find out how much it was in 2004 and then how much it was in 2008, and then we can do our f of whatever that is. F of x2 is whatever this one is, minus f of x1 is whatever that is, and then do that change. So let's go ahead and go over to here. So we have to type our equation in. And so then our equation, which I now have forgotten to write down, is, let's go back over here and let me write it down. 8.02 times 1.17 to the t. So we have 8.02 times 1.17 to the x, and arrow down. And so now we have that. And so our graph, I don't know if we're going to actually be in that window for what we had before because I don't remember what the window was. But let's go from 0 to 500 is fine. We'll go by 50s. Let's go from 0 to maybe 200, and we'll go by 50 again. And let's see what we have. All right, so we have something, and we really don't care what it is. We just need to figure out the different points, and we're going to use our calc value again. And so we need to find the value. And 2004, well, that's when x is equal to 0. Well, that's going to be basically our 8.02. What about our calc at 2008? That's 4 years later, and we get 15 points that. So let's write that one down. So 15.028575. And so now what we're going to do is we need to do that calculation. And so let's clear and clear. So a 4, u of 4, because that's what we're going to do. That was going to be let's put our parenthesis. 15.028575 minus 8.02, and then we're going to divide by the years. So it's going to be 4 minus the initial, which was 0, and so we get 1.752. So let's go ahead and write all that down before we forget all that. All right, so u of 0 was 8.02, u of 4 was 15.028, and then 575. And so for A, what we did was 15.028575 minus 8.02 divided by, and then we had 4 minus 0, and we found that was approximately 1.752. And what is our units? Million users. And then per what? That's per year. Okay, because we were doing years. Okay, so that was going to be what part A is. On average, what was the average rate of change? And so that's our AROC for the first one. All right, what about B? What was the percentage change in the number? All right, so here, all we're going to do is we're going to take, and we found our values already, so we can take 15.028575 minus our 8.02 divided by our u of 0, which was the 8.02. And so let me just do that on my calculator here. And so I get 8.02, and I get times 100. I forgot that part because it's a percent change. Where's my pin at? Where'd it go? There it is. Times 100%. And let's erase that 0 now. And so that is going to give me 87.38, and then it's 9%. And again, it's just a percent, so we don't have to do anything else. We just have the 389 there on the end, and that's going to be our percent. So that's the first one. That's our second one. Now, the third one says the population in Mexico in 2008 was this. What percentage of the Mexican population used the internet in 2008? Well, we have to figure out how many people were in 2008 using the internet. Well, we had that many million users. And so we have to take that many million users divided by this value in millions. So what does that mean? We have to convert this to millions. So 109.9554 million people. So we're going to have millions of users divided by a million. And so that is going to give us, I think I'm going to need the next page to write this down. So C is going to be our 15.028575 divided by the 109.9554. And then if we do that, what do we get? 15.028. 575 divided by 9.9554, and that gives me, if we, then times 100%, and that's approximately 13.668%. Okay. All right, let's pause there.